This video is not sponsored by Bomb Party.
It was great, and apparently I've never been on live television before.
Hello. It's us. I don't know why why am I always okay? I'm gonna remove myself. I know I did this last time, but I don't want to be.
One by one.
Why me? Why me?
I don't know. I tried. Look.
Do not put me first.
Look, listen, StreamYard wants Slushy to be first, and who am I to argue with technology? I'm just your honorary founder of technical difficulties. So, we're back. The trio of terror, is that y'all's collective?
Yep,
group
and I love
identity
it.
now. And me, I should have just been the passenger princess today. Like I was last stream, we are having fun with Bomb Party and an awful Zoom call that we have shortened. We took out 388 filler words, and then 100 plus of another kind. So we did that on a members only stream earlier, and we it's shorter now, so we're gonna get through it tonight. While I let everybody else introduce themselves, I'm gonna go get a package that Charlene sent me, and I want to open it because
I know what it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop out, and then y'all start the introductions because I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Okay.
Okay.
I need to wife really quick. Emmett just got home, so I'll introduce myself last. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. I'll kick it off. So, hey everyone, I'm Wendy. That is funny. It's just us now. What do we really want to do? So this one time at band camp, no, I'm kidding.
Wait, I really want to hear that story though. I feel like you have really good band camp stories though.
I do. I've been in band camp. I was in band from 4th grade all the way through college. So
let's go.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you. I definitely want to get back into it. I have a couple things in the pipeline, hopefully. So if you don't know, I play saxophone, and it is one of my passions. It's so much fun. But a little bit about me. I've been in sales for 14 years. I started in retail, worked my way up to inside sales, which is where I'm at right now. If you see me playing with my hair, I dyed it and it's really soft and I just can't get over it. So
and it's
I apologize.
Thank you.
I love it. It actually looks shiny for once. Like so happy.
I love it.
So yeah, that's me. Oh, and I started school today, and that was intense. Like, I am taking a 5-credit class, and yeah, it is pretty intensive. So I'm gonna learn Spanish like this. I'm
all right.
Excited for you. Thank you.
I mean, just jump in feet first. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Head first. It's like a belly flop right now.
Hey, wait, have y'all seen those videos about like this is why I didn't make it to the 2024 Olympics? And it's like people like belly flopping in the pool, or like
me
doing like a somersault on the floor of any floor. It's just like, it was so funny, but that reminded
Yep.
Me of that.
100%.
Oh my gosh. Getting some congratulations in the chat and going back to
Thank
school
you.
is
Thank you.
a whole thing. So that's amazing.
Real quick, do y'all mind
Yes.
if I self-promote for like 2 seconds?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay. So this weekend, I'm gonna be recording and hopefully posting by Sunday. That's gonna be my goal. I'm going to talk about my story on how I got a pyramid scheme shut down after being in it for 3 days.
Let's go.
So if you want to see that, subscribe. Shameless plug.
Yes.
So it should be up Monday at the latest. So
That's amazing. And since we pinned Jen's channel last stream, I'm going to pin Wendy's channel in my chat for this stream. So if y'all want easy access to Wendy in a that didn't sound correct. So if you want to her channel, you can just I'm gonna mute myself.
Not creepy way.
Just you can just go to my chat or and you can see the pinned one and you can just go subscribe to Wendy. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm embarrassed now. Sorry. Continue.
To 500 now. We gotta
Yes.
get this one.
Let's
go.
I think Saturday was a little more than Jen bargained for because in my heart I was like, we're hitting 500. So I don't know, 3.5 hours in, stuff's going on, and then live chat is like live updating me, and Jen had to go do something, and we were at 490. Then all of a sudden it jumped to 495. Then like 498, 499. Jen's still not here. And I'm like, live chat, let's go. And we got to 501, which was the goal. So we could see the ugly villain collection. Not all of it was ugly. The snake ring. Kudos to you. But and Jen came back and we were like, we did it. And she's like, no, you didn't. We're like, yes, we did. So live chat, you're bae. Yeah. Live chat is the best.
I had my phone with like tears coming down my eyes. I was just so happy. I was just like sobbing, like,
you're the best.
It's I'm in my backyard watching thunder and lightning. Not
that's a good time too, though.
It was the best. Jen, introduce yourself.
Jen's going last, right? No, or is that a good transition for Jen?
It doesn't matter. We can go in order now that I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm Jen, or Mrs. Pico Speaks, as you can see in my name. I am a MLM dropout. After 8 years, I left. I was in the top 2%. I was in Cincy, if anybody cares. I am a mom. I'm married. We got married 6 months ago to Emmett. You'll see him around every so often. Lushy also has the opportunity to interview him. So that's going to be exciting. Stay tuned for that. Everybody's ready for that. But Bomb Party is kind of my thing. I've definitely had a hyperfixation with it. I started watching it over a year ago and then just kind of got more information, got hooked deeper into it, was watching, and now I'm really talking about it. We have Reddit royalty in the house tonight. Lady Whistledown is here, and Boysenberry is another one that's in Reddit that's been amazing. I am going to say, I'm sorry, I made the accusation and thought that Boysenberry was a BP rep and then had to eat my words. So shout out to them for being like way too patient with me, because I was like, are you sure you're not this rep? And they were like, no. I said, you're really too good at impersonating them. Please stop. Because you're making me question my sanity sometimes. But we talked. We're fine. Everything is great. But I did want to, I made the accusation public, so I'm going to make the apology public. It's just how it works. But yeah, I'm autistic as well. My doctors also think recently I have epilepsy. So if you ever see me kind of blank out in the middle of a stream, that my doctors think that's what's going on. But I'm here. I miss my friends. I love live chat. And
Toasty Bath is in the chat.
Let's go. Reddit royalty, if you're here, sound off in the chat. We see lots of y'all scooting on in and love to say howdy hey.
Yes.
We did want to mention that if Reddit royalty words ever wanted to come on stream and spill the tea, we have the technology to change your voice, and you don't have to appear on camera. So if anyone ever wanted to come and spill tea, you can stay anonymous, and we'll protect you with everything we got.
Yep.
So I'm Jessica. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here. I've kind of cosplayed as a YouTuber for like 2 years, so I was in pure romance. I dropped out, or I guess I don't know. I have several policies to say that. I said that in my head. I also have ADHD, so it's a real fun time up in here. And yeah, I'm a wife. I don't talk about my husband much because that's weird. And yeah, not a mom. I'm a crow caretaker.
You're a crow baddie.
Yeah.
I have
Mother of
6
crows.
crows.
Yes.
Currently 6.
I love it.
Brandy, I know it's not me. It's
Brandy
fine.
Lee.
It's not me.
Oh my gosh. I'm DeeCee. I'm an MLM dropout. I left Young Living in 2022 because of Aaron and other anti-MLM and basically their discords and being able to talk with people and like speak negative thoughts out loud and like process through things, and that was important for me being able to feel safe enough to leave, because it took about a year of watching and then several months of like, oh my god, am I gonna leave? And then the day I left, I was like, life is falling apart. So it's not sometimes, I mean, it's easy for me now to say like pivot, like make the best decision for yourself, and but when I was trying to leave, it was scary. And I say like, and I know Jen says MLM dropout, I do too. There were so many people that basically people in MLM that gaslit those individuals who left, and I was wanted to like embrace that and just be able to like keep saying it and keep moving forward and trying to be okay with the fact that I quit. And so it feels a lot better now, 2 years after the fact, and I've met a lot of cool people on the internet, and I've, you know, got my first cease and desist, whatever cease and desist from our buddies over at Neela Life, and it's been a wild ride. So I don't know. I'm here. I'm excited. I'm literally only the passenger princess this time because this is normally a trio of terror stream. So I'm happy to be streaming with them though, and I'm happy to see the live chat. If you're new to this type of stream, we are able to see everybody's comments, and I think Jen and Jessica can pull up comments on the screen. So we are able to do that, and even so, if you're not seeing comments, it's because it might be in somebody else's chat. So we try to connect everybody by like putting up a lot of chats on the screen, even if we don't read them out. But if we're including the like the comments and it's part of the conversation, we will make sure to read the comments, because we know there's a lot of our buddies who lurk in a good way, game, listen while they work, and we're happy to have y'all here too. So I will be linking everybody's channel in the chat as we go, and I'm just gonna double check. I didn't pin Wendy yet, but I'm about to pin Wendy right now, and I will let somebody else kind of recap what happened last stream.
well, before that, we wanted to look at this video we
Oh,
found
Yes, we
yes.
on
Yes.
Reddit about the launch and
Yep.
how botched it was. So
Yes.
I will run that while DeeCee does what she's doing.
Okay.
Oh, she's licking Wendy. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I'm working on it. It's in the process. There's a lot of stuff that has to be like approved first. So I'm working on it. I promise. It's everything is pending that I can do right now. I've done all my part. So I'm just waiting on the YouTube side of things. So
Yeah. Oh, before we play the video, can I say a big thank you to Amanda rejoined and Stephanie joined as well. Thank you for that. Let me just play my welcome member song, and we'll save the other, if there's any other fun things that happen towards the end of the stream, so we can, as the MLM people say, respect your time. Although the squirrel trails will happen because they always happen. So let me just play that, and then we'll play a fun video, and where is it? There we go.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
If you see me doing windshield wipers, it's because I have no rhythm, and this is the best I can do. So welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
All right. You're up with the video.
Jen, do you want to kind of explain what happened?
yeah. So what the most recent events that have occurred is there is a collection called Rain that is a BP collection that they received a piece at Vistopia. They got pictures and all kinds of images. They were told to not come back and share it. It was supposed to be a secret collection, and reps were not supposed to share it. So reps got back, things got leaked. This is all allegedly, according to my friends over on Reddit. But there was all kinds of controversy. They couldn't talk about it. It was a 2-part collection. Well, then they decided to split the collection and do the princesses part now, which is crowns, light colors, a lot of like light blue and pink, and in my opinion, odd choices.
I have all those too.
And then
photos.
So we did show some pictures on Saturday of the Villains collection. The Villains collection is not going to be released until closer to October. There's a lot of questions about why, but we can okay, so Lady W and Toaster both said it was leaked early, and then reps live streamed the announcements. So when there really is no way to hide. So what they did was so yesterday was the princess release. They said that there was going to be a capped number of items in the release. It was very, very small. It was like one ring of a couple sizes. It was, I don't remember. Lady Whistle Down. How many total pieces was it? It was not a lot. So they had a capped first round of orders, and that's all that a rep is supposed to buy. After that cap, then they're supposed to, and any job I've ever done with inventory management, they're supposed to they're cleared out all the carts, see what they have left, and then reps could go in and order. Well, there was all kinds of misconfusion and chaos. And then they said, okay, well, the Rain Princess is sold out. So we're going to open the vault tomorrow, which was today. Well, when they opened the vault with the Halloween stacks, they oversold them. They oversold the stacks. So they had reps that had already ordered, put their pre-orders up on their website, got their order canceled, and then had to go back and refund people's money because they thought they were going to get the Halloween stacks, and they didn't do that. So then they were like, but this is every release that I think all of us can agree that we've seen. All of these releases are always a problem. It never goes easy. There's always inventory issues and overselling issues. And there was another I don't what collection was it? My brain has like been scrambled, but the collection dropped 30 seconds before the time.
Whoops.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
And so reps are really upset about this because they didn't make a whole lot of pieces of this collection. And I was having conversations with people, and it's like, well, why did they not make so many of the, like, why is inventory and forecasting such an issue for BP? I get creating FOMO, but this is above and beyond FOMO. This is, in my opinion, gross. Like, this is not it.
Mm.
The thing is, it's not a BP thing. It's a MLM thing.
That's true. I mean, Scentsy did it and had
Yeah.
horrible launches.
Yeah, it seems like they're not. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, pyromans would sell out of things all the time at launches.
Yeah, to me, it shows like a money issue potentially for them not having their stuff on the back end set up correctly. I mean, that costs money. And to me, in my opinion, when you see companies cutting corners, they do it on things they don't see a bunch of like return on investment for, which is the back end stuff, which is the most important for the reps. And which is, I don't know, it makes me angry that independent contractors and MLM get treated so poorly by the MLM companies. They're the ones that are holding all the risk, in my opinion. They're the ones that get the short end of the stick. And they deserve. Do I wish it was MLM? No, but they deserve to have like this infrastructure in place to be able to like do business. Even though I wish MLM wasn't a business, but they deserve better. They deserve better. Is what I'm trying to say.
Think about this. So let's say a rep orders 300 Halloween stacks. There's a rep that did that. Their order is supposed to get canceled, right? You know, they ordered all these stacks. See, it just happened. It literally took that long for it to happen. My brain's like, hi, what's going on, friends? Okay, how many minutes are we? 22. Okay, sorry. I want to write this down.
I'm texting you.
Okay, thank you. Anyway, they've paid for this inventory and they paid up front for it. See, now I'm back. Wheels are moving.
Yeah.
And they paid for it now. They get the refund, but how long do refunds take? 7 to 10 business days. There's another collection they have to pay for August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
What if they don't get their refund before that collection drops and launches? That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
There's so much money tied up.
Yeah. And even if you cancel, or if you're not a rep anymore, if you pre-order a collection, they still take their 20% regardless. Like you don't, and you're at their mercy. You're at their mercy for the products. You're at their mercy for the return, the refund. You are essentially, they do whatever they want.
Yeah. Before we get into the videos, if we do have some pro MLM people who show up in the chat, anybody's chat, we're going to have boundaries to protect our chat. And we also like how somebody addresses the chat in general. There's guardrails in place, like no ad hominem. If they start doing it, they'll get timed out. We ask the same thing of y'all always, but if somebody comes in with pro MLM ideas or feelings, having 60 people passionately plead their case to one person gets overwhelming. So just just remember the empathy that it's a process getting out of MLM. And even though we all have big feelings, I certainly do, just keep that in mind as we stream this and the potential that people could pop in. And we hope they do. We hope people do see twisty stuff that's not being shared or not being allowed to be shared in the Zoom calls or behind closed doors or whatever. So
Amanda, to answer your question, what are ad hominem attacks? So that's attacking somebody's like physical appearance, mental status, things like that. So let's say somebody has like jewelry and we're looking at the jewelry. The jewelry is what we're going to be talking about. We're not going to be talking about like her hair or her appearance, things like that. So we want to just make sure we're focused on the sales tactics and not like anything personal. Like there's a pretty much a 5-minute rule. If they can't change it in 5 minutes, don't talk about it. So yeah. And just like Chelsea said too.
Our commentary would be the same if you took the person out. If you took their, like, you could make the screen blank so we don't see them, and our commentary would be the same. It doesn't, the person themselves is not who we are looking at and talking about. Yes, we physically see them in front of us with our eyes, those of us who can, but that's not who we're talking about.
Oh, God.
I just blocked him.
And again, like, give up. You get blocked every time. Like, gosh. Okay. Every time.
A good rule is, firm but polite. If there's to reiterate rules, sometimes in the process of doing that, as the host, as we're managing a video and also reading comments coming in, which we are very grateful that we have people in the live chat to talk with as we talk through this stuff. Sometimes it's a process of that, but like we're going to be firm, want to protect y'all, protect the rep that we're critiquing, because critique is okay. Tearing somebody down through ad hominem's not. And also the logic trail doesn't support debunking MLM if we're saying, hey, this jewelry's bad because the person's wearing a red shirt. That's illogical. The jewelry's bad because you can't return it, or there's no guardrails on like duplicates, or the MSRP is high, or whatever. That's related to the product. And so, like, anyways, that's where we're going with this. And we may repeat looking at a rep because they continue to do things that are good examples about what the hell's going on in MLM and why things are twisty, and which is why some reps make more of an appearance than other reps do.
And also the reps that we're featuring are public figures. So we do have rules in place so that we make sure that they have enough followers and eyes on them. We don't look at people who have like 1 or 2 people in their audience. That's kind of defeats what we're talking about.
Sure.
They're more of the victims.
Mm-hmm. And it's twisty because it's like they're the victims. When I was, and I say victim, I was the person who was duped via the bite model. Information control, emotional control happened in the pitch itself. We've reacted to the call that got me to sign up. And also I did harm to other people because I was recruiting them into it. And as I learned more, I was able to get out. But then I joined another MLM. So like it's multifaceted. And we try to remember that. And also I am snarky. So like take this with it's a multifaceted commentary channel.
There's layers. We're tiramisu.
Yes, okay. And I'm gonna apologize when I get it wrong.
Yeah.
All right. You're in charge, Jessica.
Full of orders that came through about 30 seconds before that 10 a.m. Central Time, because the system, we upload the inventory and we upload that code into the system, and then it has to do its thing to process it, and it takes a little time to process it, and then it hits its like internal go live button. And so that hit about 30 seconds beforehand. So I would say to you guys, be ready.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah.
Victim blaming.
Be ready, because you're not fast enough. You better be fast. Even though the back end of the website's broken, you better just be as fast as your little finger can do it. Oh, I'm sorry.
The official release time is 10 o'clock, but the official release time is 9:59 9:30.
Mhm.
Set your clocks for 9:59:30. Okay.
No, just be refreshing for 30 minutes. Obviously. No,
Yeah.
stay up all night refreshing for 12 hours because you never know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That one time, it just takes one time to get through.
Yeah. You're so out of luck. And I'm angry because she's victim blaming, and it's not the rep's fault that there's not enough inventory. Bomb Party knows how much inventory they need because they have data about what's been ordered in the past. They know how many reps are coming in. They know the volume they need, and they won't do it. And then they won't put things in place that will allow people, in my opinion, to be able to order without, like, I don't know, having an anxiety attack. Jeez Louise.
Like,
Yeah,
and
like
that's
things
go ahead.
happen. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Wendy.
Things happen. Like, there are things that like are out of people's control and, things like that. But it's about taking ownership and accountability. Like, that's something that these people can't do. It's like, well, you should have been there early. And it's like, well, it shouldn't have launched early,
Right.
and kind of off topic, but related, like, how come they're canceling like some of the orders and not like all of them and redoing it, or
Right, and yes. And how do you know? It's like, and I think Toaster said it earlier, is if you order too early, they cancel it. So
Yeah.
what's that right window of you order too early, we're going to cancel it, or you order too late and it's the actual time of the drop and you've missed out and you're shit out of luck. Like where is there's no middle ground.
No, it's completely unfair.
There's ways to program it. It will basically dump people into a pool and hold them there and like basically place them in line as you come in, and you can shop at your leisure within a certain, I don't know, 10 minutes or whatever, and then you can order and be done. And even if you have restrictions like you can only buy 2 of these, there's ways to do that. And again, not putting the money in for your website for how these reps do their business. Shame on Bomb Party, in my opinion.
And here, real quick, here's the thing too. It's not just like the back ordering site for the reps, like it's the main website for like the individual reps too that oversells. I messaged Lushy and Jen earlier, and I'm like, I was watching Kaylin not too long ago, and it was like consistent, like, hey, I have to cancel your order. Hey, I have to cancel your order. So it's not just, the rep ordering site. It's individual people's site. And she's not the only one either.
Yeah. And again, the individual person's site is tied to a Bomb Party. So like it is, I think it's a Bomb Party. I say sickness. I that's the wrong word. It's a Bomb Party issue, not a rep issue. And it gets old listening to the top people or listening to whatever person say, oh, the feelings that you're feeling about this situation, when there is a clear clear understanding of what the problem is, meaning the website, the back office, all the fun stuff that people should pay for but they don't. And then they say, don't look here, don't look at the problem, look at yourself. Your finger's too slow. Okay. All right.
Well, no, this is what I wanted to highlight. Because at the end of the day, does it really matter? No, because it's all about recruiting. Like, in Caitlin, someone that actually moves inventory, but even for her, I bet you it's still a small portion of her income.
Yeah.
Because why does it matter if you're missing pieces when you're bringing in so much money from your team now?
I think we lost Jen accidentally, but she should come back.
Oh no.
StreamYard ate her for a second. It'll spit her back out, hopefully. Yeah. Who's spamming my I put it on 5-minute subscription. We're just having issues, which isn't surprising, but
Man, people can fuck right off, you dumbass troll.
hello.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
Hey.
We missed you. We were just booting trolls from the chat because
Yeah.
Lovely.
yeah.
I missed it. All the fun stuff happens when I'm gone.
I know. You were like StreamYard ate her, but it should spit her right back out. Oh
I was
my
going to say
goodness.
something about the Kaylin thing because so think about it like this. If she oversells or any rep oversells and they have a customer that's ordered, typically not very many people order one ring, right? They'll order 2 or 3 things at a time. They get discount codes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I've seen reps who have offered customers pieces that they can't move or collections that they can't move in place of what they ordered to get rid of what they can't move and still maintain the sale.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, well, I don't have that, but I have this. Would that be okay? But when the people say no, that's when the live chat and like on their TikTok pages, that's when they're starting to go after people like, well, you should be willing to take whatever they offer, or it's even better, or this collection has better. It's like all of this just garbage that flows out of their mouth. And it's like the customer has the choice to cancel if they want to.
Yeah.
Don't guilt them into continuing to buy something that they didn't even pay for, or saying it's the bait and switch. Here's what I'm going to sell you, but oh wait, no, here's what you're going to get. No.
No.
I mean, Wolfie's done that too. I mean, all the reps have done that, where it's like, oh, I didn't input my inventory correctly, or maybe the system. Why wouldn't you line up a system where it would automatically feed your entire inventory into like what's available on your website, where the numbers would reflect, and you could just confirm easily, like, yes, I got everything that I ordered. Then the numbers would be perfect from one point of purchase to what you have available, and then you could release certain amounts when you wanted to, if you didn't want to like sell all your stuff at once. If you wanted to say, I'm going to open up 50% at 7 p.m. during our live stream, then at 9:30 we'll open the rest, so for purchase or whatever. Bomb Party could do that, but they choose not to, in my opinion. But that would help the reps, but that's too much money invested in the fact that they already actually have the customers, which are the reps. You know what I'm saying? Like reps are really the customer.
They have no incentive to help the reps. It's just like, as long as they're getting money.
If that's true,
That's
wild. Is wild. We're trying to use some protective language. So if we read a comment, this is the comment we read to someone who's listening. Did you see Kaylin couldn't cancel an order when asked because the customer had to take her ill child, to the hospital?
That's awful. That should be a no problem. Say less. Go take care of the kid.
And please don't, I know we've said this about the chat. If you don't see it in the chat, it'll be, we'll try to do the best we can. And also, if we say things like DeeCee said, that we don't know and we don't have factual proof, we use that protective language just because that's just what we do here. So,
yeah.
And don't seek these people out.
No.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
And one of the reasons too, like, I personally don't blur people. If another creator does, like, that's fine. We all run it the same way, but the reason I don't blur people is because, yes, this person's an example, but the people that I share on my channel, I also do not want you to join their team. When it's hard to be like, oh, is that person who was screaming at the rep? Oh, I don't know, because the face is blurred. That just, to me, that's important to me. I don't give a crap if somebody else blurs. Good on you. That's awesome. When I was stuck in MLM, it was tough for me to like weed through the info and to like let y'all know, yes, this is an example that could be in any other person, like any other rep could be doing this. And also, I wouldn't join this person's team because of how she is blaming people for being too slow to order. That's just my personal opinion. And also, don't touch the poop. So,
Yeah.
I personally would be ready. I would be like refreshing about 5 minutes before the launch time.
Why?
Then
No.
why have a launch time?
Yeah.
Just take it, like, just have it go live whenever. It's a guess.
for shits and giggles,
Only-
Jen.
Just use your spidey senses. You know, are you getting the vibes today?
Oh my
Imagine if,
God.
like, colleges were like, just register between this hour. No.
But time freedom. This is a great point. But time freedom, because they always tell this, but then it's like, you better clear your day when they're about to drop an event, or at least 6 hours beforehand, because you have to like get your internet ready. You have to get your computer ready. You better not have any other programs open eating your RAM, because like you need to have the fastest, and you better like warm your fingers up so that you can get ready to like click and click. And the thing is, like, you're rushing because you're like click, 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 click. And then you're like, go to checkout, and then trying to like put your credit card information in. And it's like, oh dear God, there's a better way to do this.
God forbid.
It's like I know I do. Like, if you're on a Mac, you can save your credit card info and then just like fingerprint it. So you know these reps are just like,
Yes.
fingerprint.
Yo, and as an autistic person, this is like nightmare material right
Same.
here of like what is going to go wrong. And it would be things for me like my mouse is dead and it can't be, I need to use my mouse, and I always use my mouse, but now I have to use the little trackpad, or you know, my phone isn't charged and I can't find a charger, and I can't find my iPad to place the order. Where's my laptop? Oh, it's dead too. Like, this is what happens to me. And then it just goes off the rails. And like, I don't know how these people continually do this over and over and over and over again.
It wasn't that complicated to buy tickets to Oogie Boogie Bash this year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For me, I have like very bad anxiety where it causes time blindness. So
Yes.
I will be there like 4 hours early, and my entire day is stopped. Like, I cannot do anything. Don't call me. Don't text me. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like doing appointments in the afternoon, because then I can't do anything in the morning time, because I'm like, okay, what's going to go wrong? So then I need to like put an hour and a half in just in case I get a time, issue where I'm like unaware of something, which happened today. But and then it's like, okay, well then I have to give myself an hour to get there, even though it's like 5 minutes away. But it's just like the day's done. So
I have a telehealth appointment coming up like in the middle of the day, and and I have to go to work. So the entire work day, I'm gonna be like glued to my phone.
Oh my goodness. And if y'all are listening to this, when this video was playing, you can go through and read the comments that are wild. Some of them are, I'm so sick of people complaining about not being able to get inventory and stuff, like, and essentially that type of tone that I seem to be reading, and it is pretty twisty. So you could go back and pause and read and see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
But even if you refresh a few minutes before the launch time, because as soon as that goes live, within a 60-second time frame of that time that we give you, you can add to cart and hopefully purchase.
60 seconds.
But we're not going to
hopefully purchase.
That makes me feel real good, Jen. Just the safety of that. You hopefully can get stuff so you can run your business.
Y'all, this is Hunger Games MLM style, like for real.
It is.
Yes. We need the little girl, not the girl, but the woman doing the 3-finger salute with the whistling. I got to get those sound bites, because that is literally this every time.
Yeah.
Different franchise, but she's totally giving Dolores Umbridge vibes.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, the blaming, that stuff that in that Dolores did and stuff, and yeah,
Mhm.
we're not, the tone of what she's saying, we're not. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
It took me so long to get through that damn book. I hated it so much.
I'm gonna run and turn my light on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Canceling those orders that came through less than 60 seconds before that time frame.
Miss Ma'am.
You should be. Shame on you, Lillian. Shame on you.
That's it. That's the whole video.
So she's a top seller.
She's the owner.
Oh, she's the owner.
This
I
is
forgot.
the owner.
I had the feeling like, because she looks different than the pictures I've seen on the website, so I wasn't like sure. Then I was like, this can't be the owner. This can't be the owner. This cannot be the owner. Can you imagine an owner of a company, the person who founded the company, is basically like, your fingers are too damn slow. Get ready, 60 seconds. So everyone's time is like synced up. Do you have a clock countdown on your website? Or what if somebody has like 2 minutes faster than somebody else, and so they're the ones that end up getting what all of the, I don't know, the collection they're looking for?
You have to
This
go
surprises
online
me.
and use the standard clock and make sure that everyone is using that one. You know, because God forbid if you're using your microwave, that shit's always off.
Mercury's definitely in this microwave, because like,
Yes,
what
it is.
the heck's going on? It's almost like somebody microwaved aluminum foil. It zapped whatever's in there, and it's like it's messed up everything for everybody. That's how it feels. What they're doing over at Bomb Party, in my opinion. Good God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let me open my shirt real quick from. I just tore it because I thought it was something else, and I was like, "Oh, this is Charlene."
I think me and Wendy are on the same page. What you just said, and I,
Uh-oh.
you know that I love you.
What did
but
I
you
do?
just-
I
Wendy,
missed it.
You can
I think
text
I
me.
too.
Oh God. I know that I almost just showed something I wasn't supposed to.
no, you said you were gonna
I know
like.
that scene.
What, you said you were gonna
Open my
rip your something, and it was like my brain. I'm a 12-year-old boy,
It's okay.
so I was
I
like,
get it now.
Yeah.
Live chat gets it too. They're quicker than me. Oh my God. This is a shirt. I'm gonna turn it around. Floof break. Wendy's floof is here. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, that is too
that is
perfect for you.
amazing.
This is amazing. If you're on my channel, if you're a channel member, we have like Secret Squirrel Squad, Snarky Squirrel Society, because I go on squirrel trails a lot because my brain's quirky. So this is my favorite shirt.
I love that.
I am gonna wear the hell out of
funny.
this. Charlene, y'all, because if you're on my channel, because he's in the chat for Charlene, because like, or put our squirrels in the chat. This is amazing. Thank you so much. So it says, if you're listening, it says, I don't have ducks or a row. I have squirrels, and they're everywhere. And if this doesn't explain my channel, I don't know what does. Thank you so much. I love it.
That is
okay.
perfect.
Back to business, as we just took that squirrel trail. I love it so much. Here's the Zoom call. Last episode, Bethie's relatives showed up in the chat, and they were upset we were reacting to her Zoom, that we were streaming something that was private, except it was a public invitation and also fair use. So I have edited it so only Bethie was visible. Bethie has 44,000 subscribers on her TikTok. Bethie is a public person. This is a Zoom call, and we're learning from it so that we can debunk fuckery. So, it is going to be a little bit choppy because we've taken out pauses and filler words, and it's a little bit faster now. So, get ready.
I don't have to pay up front.
She sounds a little bit fast, but it didn't sound fast earlier. So if I need to slow it down, I will put it into Chrome and slow it down, but we'll see what happens. She was here, I think, last time. She was talking about the compensation plan and payment. The worst font of all time. I'm a graphic designer. I'm going to critique the hell out of PowerPoint presentations or Canva presentations. It's also something you can fix in 5 minutes. So also accessibility and being able to communicate information and people like be able to read what's on the slide. Important. So, oh God, it's awful. Chelsea described it perfectly. I forgot about this font. Yes. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
You had a few parties, maybe you had $300 in there and you wanted to buy more inventory, you could do that. However, every Thursday morning, that money transfers out and they send it to called Pay Quicker. Now, Pay Quicker is that everybody gets an account for when you sign up. It is basically a checking account. And every Thursday morning, you can send that money or it automatically sends it. You can put a hold on it if you want to keep it in your wallet. There's a big collection coming out and you don't want that money to transfer. You want to leave it in your wallet and just pay with your BP wallet. You can mark in the hold.
Sorry, let's talk about this. $20 a month for a website. It was $10 a month in Young Living at the time when I was in. We also $10 for Mary Kay a month, from what I understood when I had my own website. Pretty steep for a website that doesn't work well, in my opinion. We've seen the websites. Avery would lose her shit. Avery does web development and stuff like that. User experience. And the website for ordering Bomb Party stuff, not great in my opinion. So, yikes. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay.
Hold on to it and leave it in your wallet instead of transferring it. And I know you can't only use your BP wallet. You can use credit card, debit card, anything to make payment for inventory as well. But if you have it in your wallet, you can use it. If you don't click that whole button, it's going to transfer Thursday morning to Pay Quicker. Pay Quicker will give you immediate access to your funds. They give you a debit card, an online debit card, checking account.
So your money goes into this account that's not a bank account, but it's attached to a card that you can use to buy shit.
Yeah, so we did it in Cincy where it's like you can leave it in your like it was like a bucket. It didn't automatically move it out for us like theirs does, but it's like it puts it in an account, and then if you can use the card as a debit card, or you can transfer the money to an actual bank account. Like if you use Bank of America or Chase or whoever, you can then transfer it to your bank. And it costs you money if you do an immediate transfer. It's usually free if it takes like 2 or 3 days. But it's one of those prepaid cards if you put it on and use the card. Otherwise, it's even more time to get it into your bank.
I think Unique also has a card.
Oh, okay. Monet used to, right? Or no? Anybody experience? Avery, go check out the Bomb Party websites that the reps have and see how off. Or we can show them at the end, but they're bad.
Oh, so bad.
They're so bad. Wish Ken interview luck tomorrow. All the interview luck.
Good luck.
We will play kazoos at the end of the stream to give. Oh, also Golden Kazoo. Thank you so much. We'll play kazoos at the end to give him luck, and I hope that everything goes well and he gets the job. Okay. My 4th graders would never, and they love the weird fonts. I appreciate that. Teach them young. So.
Okay, Barbie wins for the best comment for not only having the best name for the comment, but Barbie said, "Good luck, Ken. He is enough."
Okay, you win, Barbie. I'm here for it.
Just wins.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Julie, please read that comment to him.
However, if you don't want to use that, and I personally choose not to, I don't know why, I just already have a checking account and a business checking account or whatever, you can transfer it immediately to your bank and it'll send it to your bank. There's no fees for that or anything. It's totally free. The only fee I think they charge is randomly. If you use it to get gas or a 50-cent fee, it's kind of random.
Randomly?
You pay 50-cent fee for gas?
That is so stupid.
I'm sorry, what?
There's no fees, but also there's a fee if you want to buy gas with this nifty little card. What?
My gas.
Yeah, why? Like, do they just pick
Oh,
some one thing? Like,
I
I
don't know.
mean, I know gas stations will charge more for a credit card versus a debit card, but like that doesn't seem like what's happening here.
My
Yeah.
credit card has a thing where you can like each month it'll be like, all right, you get extra points for gas or food or
Mhm.
things like that. So why are they charging you for stuff that other
Mhm.
credit cards or debit cards are going to give you points for?
Yeah. Good question. Bomb Party or somebody from Bomb Party. Let us know in the comments, or that would be good to know. Jill is asking, why do they have websites? Don't people order off of TikTok from them? They order through the link in their bio off of TikTok. The link in their bio links to their website. So normally they'll have when they're going live next, how to order and everything. So TikTok has a shop, but TikTok shop would never have bomb party stuff listed.
No. Ahrep has their own custom site so they can put in whatever inventory that they personally have.
A custom site that they have to pay for monthly.
Yep.
That is a premium, in my opinion, for a website cost when it doesn't work the best, which is funny and also not surprising because multi-level marketing, in my opinion. So, yeah. Ugh.
But as far as transferring and transfer fees, there's nothing that it transfers completely free. There's no limit on how much you can transfer to your own bank account. Just keep in mind that it takes a couple days, usually depending on your bank, to get from there Thursday. I just tell myself I get paid on Saturdays because that's when it shows up in my bank. Because I immediately transferred on Thursdays. But again,
So
if
you
don't,
get the
you can
money.
hold it in there.
You get the money on Thursday. The company pays you your money on Thursday. You can't actually access it in your bank account because you have to then transfer it. So they don't have, or they won't set up what they need to do direct deposit into people's bank accounts. How twisty, Bomb Party.
Mhm.
Weird.
At this point, they might as well just mail checks like the good old days.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God. When I was in Melaleuca, it was like a Costco, but you had $50 of groceries a month, or they will send stuff whether you like it or not. Whoa.
Mhm.
Wow.
No.
Interesting. Also awful. The more I learn about MLMs, I'm surprised, and yet I'm not surprised. But
Mhm.
the stuff that the reps put up with is wild. Ugh.
Maybe you just want to keep your your sales in there for a little bit and just use that to purchase inventory. When I first started, I'll be very transparent. I did not take any profit for myself for about 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks. I put it back into my inventory repeatedly. I did that because I was going on as much as I could. I wanted to have inventory available for people, and everybody does it differently. People will put their profits in, which allows you to have more inventory on hand more frequently. People would keep half of that and then use, what they made back plus half profit on inventory. And then people only would respend, the initial cost of the kit.
I wanted to pause here because this is almost word for word what I was told in Mary Kay. You need to reinvest until you get a big enough inventory so that if a customer comes to shop with you in person, they're not going to have to wait. Oh, and by the way, a full inventory is $10,000 in Mary Kay, or $12,000. And so in Bomb Party, there's no limit. And so what she's saying is what reps will do when they built up an inventory, they'll get the money from the order. They'll take half plus another 25% to reorder, and they're going to keep that small 25% at the top as their profit. And by the way, you still have to pay tax. So that can be rough starting out.
Scentssy's thing was don't use family money on Scentsy. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. But then when you have to compete against people who have all this product and show that's how like you associate being successful with having a wall full of product behind you, what are you supposed to believe? Like, what do you believe? Like, which direction do you go with that?
Yeah. It confuses a lot of reps on how to run their business, and we've had comments in the chat before and other MLMs that I've reacted to about, well, you should figure out how to do money, or you should have figured out how to run your business. And it's like you're coming in and they treat you like an employee almost because you sign up with a friend or a close acquaintance, and they said we're going to be with you every step of the way, like you do when you join a company as an employee. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, you're not an employee, which, yes, we know that. But the help that you thought you were going to be getting because they said, we're going to be there with you, holding your hand as you go through this process. That's not exactly what happens in most situations in MLM. And it can get confusing. It can get confusing because you're dealing with inventory maybe for the first time in your life, and you're trying to figure out like, oh, I listened to a sales opportunity call where they said I could earn $500 my first month. And now they're saying that $500 I earned, I actually have to reinvest back into my inventory. So I didn't actually get the $500. Oh, then the recruiting comes into play. It's just, it circles and circles and circles and circles. It hurts my heart to know how much myself and others spent on the vision. Yeah, same. And all the shipping fees. Yeah.
It's up to you however you do it. Just keep in mind it's going to be a different rate of growth depending on what you decide, what you can do, what you want to do, either or, right? It's going to be a little different. Yeah. And then commission bonuses, that we'll talk about on the next page because, well, no, I'll talk about it here too. But that pays out once a month. It pays out the 15th of each month for the previous month, right? If I'm earning money in August, at the end of August, I'll see all the bonuses that I've earned. And then September's next. Yes. September 15th, I will get that payment. It's the 13th today. On the 15th of this month, I'm getting my bonuses from July. I do that is because it takes a 2-week process for them to audit all the bonuses and everything and make sure everything's, and then they will send that bonus to you. And then we'll talk about how to get bonuses in just a second. That's how you get paid physically. Your weekly sales, any party sales, live sales, all that product sales is weekly payment. Bonuses and commissions come month. There are possible earnings here without a team is, first of all, your profit. Profit margins range 25 to 37% depending on the product that you're selling. When you purchase your inventory, you purchase it wholesale, tax-free. You then sell it at the marked price that BP says, and the customer pays the tax. For example, our original collection costs about $13.40 and sells for $19.95. It's about
$13.40 and it sells for $19.95. That's one ring. And you're seeing down here in the bottom corner of, I'll make the comp plan bigger real quick. You can see personal volume. If you get $2,000 to $4,999.99, you're going to get a 5% bonus. If your volume, meaning what your personal volume is $5,000 to $6,999.99, you're going to get an 8% bonus, and $7,000 or more, you're going to get a 10% bonus. So let me ask you this. What rep is not going to buy their way to a bonus volume? Every single Monate does it, Young Living does it, Mary Kay does it. Mary Kay specifically, you get more percentages the more volume that you have for your team. Oh, I'm $300 away from getting a 3% increase or for my bonus. Yeah, I'm just going to make another order. Uh-oh. I know Laura's a member. Laura, I think that I'm pressing your phone buttons.
Is there a child with your phone?
Oh, did you do? I did one time. I was like cleaning my keyboard and that.
No worries. If you're just joining us, we're looking at a bomb party opportunity Zoom call from a rep named Beth, and this could have been any rep. She does appear to be very nice. Her pitch is very organized. She's a former teacher. It's disappointing that we don't have her as a teacher anymore because she's in multi-level marketing now. So
and this is just for selling. So there's like two prongs of this. There's what people buy and then what people sell. What people buy is where the commission comes in as far as the upline. So this selling bonus is just what they sell. If they sell the 7,000, they get the 10% on top of that. But what is the where is the what they buy versus what they sell? They could sell, if they sell 7,000, they sell 7,000. But what if they bought 70,000? Like,
yep.
Where's the balance?
Only 10%. Yeah. Twisty.
About a $5.50 or whatever per original. Our sterling cost 27, sells for 37. Special collections vary.
That's cute, Brandy.
For the stacks, for example, cost $29.99 for a rep, and they sell for $39.99. Pendants cost us $33 for 45, a little higher. It just depends on the item, and they always let you know what that is. Now, you can't sell it for a different price, but you can offer coupons and things. But again, coupons come out of your profit. Always keep that in mind. But depending,
at least she said it. Coupons come out of your profit, which again, that's logical, but at least she says it up front. There's lots of things that I'm happy that she says up front to the people that she's done, even on the first Zoom. If you missed the first stream we did last week, you can catch up there because she said some really interesting things about what multi-level marketing is. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was wrong. It was way, way wrong.
No way.
And again, you're going to get involved with something as complex as multi-level marketing, and you're going to join somebody who doesn't understand what multi-level marketing is, and they're going to tell you the wrong things. That's a red flag. That's a red flag with any company or any person you join under, but because of how many people lose in MLM percentage-wise, it's even more concerning to me in this, whatever, independent contractorship opportunity, whatever we want to call it.
What's a red flag for me is when she said, coupons come out of your profit, which when you're a normal business owner, like I would understand that because, the product is your own, so it would take a hit. But this is run by a corporate company. So there's a thing called a manufacturer coupon. So why are we taking the profit out of the reps' pockets instead of doing a manufacturer coupon?
Good question.
Now that I am prepared for your FDM impression, boysenberry, now that I am prepared and I know how good you are, have at it. Okay. I just wasn't, nobody warned me. Nobody warned me.
Listen, we're autistic. Give us a heads up, okay? I'm autistic as well, so like the letting us know what's gonna happen. I say letting me know. It's like a big, it's a big deal. Oh,
there it is.
Oh, there it is. Here, let me see if I got baby snark. Hold on.
This is not direct sales. I sell things just like Target does. Why are you coming after me?
Oh, that's so cute. All right, here we go. Oh, we're back.
The product selling, you can earn that profit. That's just yours. No matter what rank you are, no matter what your status is, no matter what your volume is, you make that profit. You've purchased that wholesale item. You own it. You sell it. You earn that profit. It's yours. Do what you will with it. You can earn a sales commission for just your product and things like that. That is based on volume. I mentioned before. If you purchase, for example, the first tier there is $2,000. If over the entire month you spend $2,000 on inventory, you're going to get a 5% bonus back on whatever you spent up to that 49. If you spend anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000, essentially, just a little under, right? You will get 5% back on that bonus the next month. Again, that is just.
But what's the incentive to go like, okay, I'm close to $2,000. The $2,000 at 5% is a better match. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong with the math, but maybe a math person in the chat can help, or Wendy or Jen. Why wouldn't you stay at a lower number out of pocket to get a bigger percentage? So
you'd have to calculate it. You'd have to calculate the difference of what you would pay to get to that next level, and what the commission would be. So you'd calculate the potential commission versus what it would cost to see if it would even be worth it. Because if you paid $500 and your commission was $100, it wouldn't be worth it to come out of pocket that extra money to not. With all the calculations and stuff built in, they, we talk about how they make it difficult on purpose. But and I think Wendy was one who I was talking to about it, but like Fizzy Fiesta, I think she was like at one point placing like orders that were 20, 30 grand.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
mean, just think about what the bonus is on just that. Like if she's selling that
Oh.
much, you know, it's like if she's moving that much product, she's getting like she's maxing out and capping out at some of these and like these bonuses and these payouts.
Yeah.
And the straight, like, even with that bonus percentage, even with like, let's say she's spending $30,000, it's a 10% bonus for that. She's spending $30,000 on bangles. She's only able to sell it total, her inventory, for 39,900, whatever the number is, $39,000, because bangles are $30 and you can sell them for $39.95. That spread is what was awful. And the reps are carrying the risk of the cost because they're paying into that. And then Bomb Party is redistributing that percentage that the reps paid for into bonuses, into whatever else they do. And it's like, no other business does that. No other retail person who like sells clothing or sells jewelry or whatever would love that margin.
Any salesperson wouldn't love that margin because,
Yeah.
like, when you think about it, you know, how long would it take most people to sell $30,000 worth of that inventory? That could take years for some of these people, you know? And to get a $9,000 return, like, you can go work at, you know, a minimum wage job and get more money throughout the year. You know, and I'm not being snarky here. It's just like, why are you wasting your time trying to sell $30,000 of boiled jewelry when you can literally do anything else?
Is your time worth the minimal commission that they pay? How much is your time worth? I think that's the question that people need to answer. Do a P&L, do a profit and loss, and tell me how much your time is worth. My time is worth way more than I could ever make an MLM.
Well, and while you do that P&L, track your hours, because when I was doing Poshmark and I was making good return on my investment, but I started breaking it down by hour, and I was like, this is not worth my time. Like, yeah, the return, I spent a quarter and made $12 one time. Like, great return. But, like, you can't do that constantly, and it just wasn't worth the time. And, like, with the Poshmark and their stupid resharing constantly, you can't just sell. You have to engage socially, too, and the whole mess.
Yeah. And it's complex. Like, it's hard. If you've never been in MLM, some of these words, I mean, yeah, we get it in a general business sense, but you get sucked in, then you get tied via relationships, and maybe you're in because of emotional control or like information control or whatever it ends up being. Like, people in body, in my opinion, they end up falling under like behavioral control and all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, what does that mean? What are you talking about? You don't feel like you can leave a high control group. It's not that bad. It's like, you can leave at any time. Yes, in a healthy, like a positive like influence situation, you should be able to leave at any time. In MLM, it gets twisty because it seeps in. It's not totally brainwashing, but it's very like it's in the same. I don't know, it's parallel. If you don't understand what that is, like, you can go to Freedom of Mind. You can listen to cult experts. It's more nuanced. Like, high control groups can be a family unit. They don't have to just look like a Jonestown situation. So if you're like, oh, this is blowing my mind a little bit because I didn't think about that. It control, destructive influence can happen to anybody. And the cool thing about this is, like, we get to point it out and say, like, hey, not today. We're not doing that.
But, like, with MLMs, yeah, in theory, you can leave at any time, but your life becomes so intertwined with your team. Like, there's love bombing, in my opinion. There's events, in my opinion, to foster this team family relationship. Like, we rented a big mansion on the beach every year in pure romance. Like, of course, you're gonna build bonds, and they say you can leave and still be friends, but that's your life when you're in MLM. Like, even if, well, it's like adult friendships and time for adult friendships is impossible. That's why we, as adults, become friends with our coworkers, because it's convenience. We're always with that person. And it's like MLM, it's the same. And like, even if it's not intentional and you do want to be friends with someone that leaves, they're just not part of the culture anymore. You don't, the access is gone. Therefore, the friendships deteriorate just because we're human, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
And also, like, to Marianne's point, Bethie did quit her job. She doesn't have health insurance. She doesn't have paid time off. She doesn't have any of that. So the less you have as far as like benefits goes, the more you're going to put into, making that money so that you can afford health insurance and, things like that.
Yeah. And I don't think that this, that Bethie is going to talk about no vacation, no PTO, like no sick days, no insurance, no, investment matching. I don't think she's going to bring that up here, because that, again, part of the information control that happens in these opportunity calls, they're going to leave out the bad parts and put in the good parts. And we, as ATMLM, can fall on the side too of talking about only the bad parts and not acknowledging the good parts. We try to say, like, at least I do, when there's good stuff, say it, because I remember when I was watching ANTMLM, when I was still trying to figure out to get out, I was like, I know that you're intelligent and I'm listening to you deconstruct this Zoom call, or this opportunity or whatever it was, and like, you're purposely not saying any of the positive things that this rep's doing or whatever. And it held me back from like being able to engage more or more quickly, because I thought, well, I've been tricked by MLM all this time, and like, what? And again, it could just be, I mean, I miss stuff too, but like, that's why it was important for me. Like, when there's good stuff, we can say that too. Anyways, World Trail done. Oh, okay.
Oh, just the TIFF said fees for that card. One-time setup fee for a $19.95. Instant bank transfers versus days later, 95 cents. Debit card fee, 59 cents per transaction. Due to holds, you have to go inside the gas station to prepay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for that information. That's great to know.
Heck yeah. Love that. Thank you.
Just based on you, nothing about your rank or anything. These numbers on this page don't ever change, right? Certain numbers change once you start ranking up, and we'll get to that in a minute, and I won't overwhelm you. I'll try not to, but again, I want to give you as much information as I can so you at least can see the overall picture and what it is very transparently. Again, you can't earn those. You're not going to be probably hitting 7,000 of first couple weeks in, of course, no. But over time, as you're growing, this does start over every month. At the end of the month, you start at 0, and then you grow each month, right? Depending on which purchase. To that point where I said you can get 366 or 599 towards volume with those starter kits. That's what I'm talking about, right? You already have 599 towards that 2,000 for the month. Any
Because you get to
part?
Isn't it so strange how in MLM you get to buy your volume that you're going to be able to get a bonus percentage payout from? that in sales, you have to sell stuff to a customer. You submit your sales to the company you work for, then you get paid commission off of the sales that like end up checking out, or like that there's no returns, there's no issues with the product. You get paid on what you move to a customer, and in MLM you get paid on volume you buy from a company, which is just the twistiest part for me. I cannot wrap my brain around that.
If
And
I
to-
had to, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Wendy. It's fine.
If I had to pay for everything that I sold at my job, I'd be bankrupt. Like, even in my last job, I had sales in the millions of dollars. Do you think that I would buy every product that I sold? Like, that's a hill I will die on. Like, as a salesperson, you don't have to purchase every single product,
Yeah.
But in here, you do. That's literally the whole business. If you don't buy it, then how can you sell it?
Yeah.
It is very twisty.
And going back to what Tiff was saying, I can remember with Scentsy, if you had lost your card, it didn't if it wasn't an expiration issue, if you lost your card, it was like $15 or something for a replacement card if you didn't transfer your money out just to be able to use the card. Like, again, more money you're paying to be able to access your own money. Like,
That's not okay.
And one thing that I've noticed that she repeatedly says is, "Oh, I don't expect you to do this in the first few weeks." Like, I feel like she's implying instant success within a few weeks, because she keeps on saying, "In a few weeks, you'll get to this level." It's like, no.
You can't promise that.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
especially she's been in for a year, versus somebody coming in brand new. There are so many reps on TikTok. Like, that's all I see now, because, Jen and I send each other things all day.
It's like we message each other and it's like telling each of us like who's on, and it's like when it's somebody really exciting, it's like the response is always running with little running emojis. It's like but it keeps us entertained.
But yeah, there's so many though, and a lot of them have like maybe 20, 30 people if they're lucky.
If that. Like, I see some where it's like 1, next one, 6,
There
next
was
one,
a
7.
heartbreaking one. I texted Jen last night, and she was on an oxygen tank, and she had maybe 5 people, and she had pretend like it was my room. Like, she had this wall and the wall behind me full of inventory. Like, it was so sad.
Yeah. And again, I think looking at the people who get excited about joining Bomb Party or any other MLM, like, you can end up like connecting with someone who appears nice, or even is nice in real life, and they can be like Bethie appears sometimes. It's like she's not abrasive, she's not loud, she's not like Jesse Lee or Rakan Khalifa or the W Fab, and that's just a different type of person. But like there are people in MLM, and again, going to Brandy Lee's comment, like, her upline wasn't awful. My upline in Young Living, I mean, my upline is a different story, but like the person that I sign up with, not awful, not an awful human, good mom, like ethical person, and also participated in bite model shit, unfortunately. So
yeah, we can acknowledge that, the people themselves might not be problematic in their everyday personal lives.
Yeah.
But when they're doing this, then, we can call that part out without saying that, this person is, unforgivable. Like, I don't believe that at all.
And we don't hold them to an impossible standard either.
No.
But we do hold them to some standard because they are a public figure. And that's, it's like, I feel like that's kind of the thing is like, but we also don't hold them to a standard we wouldn't hold ourselves to. So we don't isolate and pick on people and like isolate people and pick them out to say that we're better than them. That's not what this is about. It's, these are the behaviors but they're still good people. They're still humans behind, you know, after you take the MLM mask off. But that's like, that's what we're trying to combat here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to my dad last night, and we were talking about this other situation, and he was like, well, what can you do for this person, or what can you do to help, or what can you do to change the situation, or are you involved at all? And I think with critiquing Zoom calls or live streams or whatever and talking about the issues in MLM, it's like we get to speak up about a matter of public concern. We get to say, hey, you know what? That 99.7% or that 97% or that large percent of people who lost money or didn't make any money in MLM, that's me. And a lot of people are embarrassed or ashamed. If it wrecked lots of things in my family, like losing money in Mary Kay. And so that's the beauty about being able to speak up and having a platform like YouTube where we get to, like, the information essentially is like, yeah, we have lucky enough to have channel members, lucky enough that YouTube pays AdSense when people watch my stuff, but it's free to y'all to be able to say, like, oh, this is the information about Make Wellness. This is the information about Bomb Party. This is the information about whatever company from the people from the other side of the coin. I think that's, like, encouraging. And even if y'all don't, even if you don't have a YouTube channel or a TikTok or whatever, you get to, like, learn. And then if you see someone in real life that you feel like it's safe to have a conversation with, or they ask you, like, what do you think about this opportunity? You get to know, and you don't get to be, like, uninformed. It's like, you know what? Broken compensation model. Here's a video you can watch.
And I challenge any BP rep to prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong with a P&L, with any, but it has to be a valid document. You can't just, you know, make something up. But it's like, if these people want to fight so bad and say they're making so much money, show me the paperwork, show me the P&L. And if I'm wrong, I will admit on my YouTube channel that I am wrong, but prove me wrong first.
Yeah. Yep.
Feel free to come off mute or message note. This is without a team. This is what you make regardless. You're just selling product however you want to sell it, live, vendors, anything like that. This is what I was talking about earlier with the fast start bonus. When you do sign up, you have 3 months plus the remainder of whatever month you sign up in to earn extra product credit. That's why if you were going to get the $99 kit and then sit for a couple months, 3 months, and not launch, you kind of lose out on the fast start opportunity. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to have it to be successful, right? But it's nice to get product credit because it's all profit for you. This is just a little extra incentive they do for newbies. It's 3 months plus the rest of the month. If you signed up today, you would have September, October, November, plus the rest of August would count as your fast start time. And then I'll go into this a little bit too. And then based on hitting certain ranks, you would, within that time frame, you would earn these extra product credits. So if you get a Topaz Senior Consultant, which is one you can do without a team, Peridot and Tanzanite, you do have to have a team for, but you can still earn.
There it is.
You can still.
You have to have a team for certain levels, but for a baby level, you don't have to have a team. So you can't really make your money without a team, in my opinion.
Stupid question for DeeCee, especially. So in the star graphic, you see next to the word credit, there's an asterisk, and then it next to credit in the $100. Where is the key for that?
It's next to the wait.
There's nowhere.
It says product credit in the star, but then it says product credit next to the 100.
Right.
In the but
where's
no,
the key? There's no key.
Yeah.
To say, like, what the product credit, like, why is there an asterisk at that point? Like, I feel like it's unnecessary.
What if not, Wendy?
It's a treasure hunt, of course.
I'm just gonna start throwing in apostrophes everywhere. Just anytime I see an S, boom, apostrophe.
Comma period.
Yes.
Comma period forever. Make sure it's
I love how
they've
also done the light purplish pinkish mauvish with white text on top of a really light color. That's super helpful. Like I can read that so easily. I'm just ecstatic.
Wendy, you have to unlock the key. You don't just get the key. You have to do things to unlock the key to be able to know what the key is.
We got to go on some side quests.
Yeah.
If you want the key, you gotta have the right mindset.
There it is.
And manifest. Mindset and manifest. But mindset is like...
It's not a true... So, like, in Young Living, we actually got money. I'm not saying Young Living is better than Bomb Party. It's not. Gary Young, have the day you deserve. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm being an asshole. Okay, you got money for doing the fast start stuff, like actual, not just product credit. You got, like, money. Here, they're like, you get $450. Oh, it's all product credit. What's the point of a fast start bonus with, like, there's no cash? It's just product credit.
You know what you got in Hero, man? A pin, a logo. No, a logo necklace.
So just to
That's
tip that
special.
the key is on the original PDF. So great for translating it to the slide. And it says their credit expires after 60 days.
But doesn't this appear to be like it, when I'm watching this, the first time I saw this, because like Bethie, it was me that didn't have my camera on. I'm sorry. I thought you get $450 if you complete the fast start bonus. But obviously, like, I'm skipping over the info. It's not, it's just product. It's just product credit.
It's product credit because that's cheaper than actual money.
Oh. That's just surprising to me. I'm like, my brain is breaking right now because I'm like, why is that an incentive? Normally, cash is an incentive for plugging in for the first 3 or 4 months in your MLM company that you're like, I can win here. But no, there's like, yep, you can. Here's some more product that you could possibly sell. $450 in product credit. Like, turn that into your grocery store. That's going to help pay for your groceries. What?
But then the $450 that you get in product credit, you get taxed on that too. So, wham, damn, thank you, ma'am. Like, that's where we're going here. It's just like, I mean, why don't we just use Monopoly money?
Yeah.
At this point, like, what is $1 to BP? What is $1? I don't know.
That's the real MSRP.
The asterisk is the MSRP. They should just start putting that on all of their stuff. Like, no one knows.
Oh God, I can't pay my bills with boiled jewelry. That needs to be a shirt. I mean, if we ever had a BP shirt.
Somebody did that in the Reddit, in the subreddit. Somebody made a shirt, and it is. I'm
love that so much. Reddit, bow down to the royalty for sure. Okay, here we go.
Then we should print it backwards in honor of Wolfie.
We should.
Oh my gosh.
Oh jeez.
Earn the commission up top and then that $100 product credit, even if you don't build a team. If you're interested in building a team, it is a more lucrative route. Right? You don't have to do
more
it, but
lucrative
you will make more
route.
money. And I'll talk about that too. And that might be that you don't know if you want to do it or not. I wasn't really sure when I signed up. And now it's literally my favorite part. I love meeting people. I love leading. I love having my team meetings. I love my team. I love it. Okay, I love it. It depends on you. It's jazzes me. But these are things that you can earn. I did get all of mine in my fast start. Not everybody does. Everybody works at different paces. Everybody has different motivations. Everybody has different abilities with their time or motivations with their time, depending on what that is, right? There's many variables in each individual's life, but it is doable. It could be, 3 months plus some change, depending on when you sign up. So that's just something to think about too. I'm not going to get all crazy.
You could start making money within 3 months of signing up and some change, or was she still explaining the fast start bonus? I'm confused.
I think she keeps on implying that it takes 3 months of constantly going live and reinvesting in your inventory for 3 months, and that's the key to your success. That's, in my opinion, what she's been implying this entire call.
I will say one very firm thing to Bethie based off of like Jessica's reclarification of what Bethie was saying. Shame on you, Bethie, for telling people at the end of this Zoom call to join a follow for follow account or a pod, because you're setting up your people for failure, and also people can get
Yes.
banned off of their social media for participating in those. So like, don't do that. If you are listening to this stream and you're like, oh, but Bethie told me to do that, or somebody in Bomb Party told me to do that, do it the right way, because guess what? All of your follow for follow buddies are not going to buy your damn boiled jewelry. Okay? You're going to have nobody to sell to, and then TikTok's going to be like, wow, they got 1,000 people. Now they're going live and nobody wants to be on their live. Okay. This isn't good for our advertisers, so we're not going to push you out to anybody to watch. Are we surprised that the success is not being replicated because you're cheating the system? Okay. I'm so mad about it.
I just
Go
got
ahead.
something a little while. Well, since I've been on live, I want to read this to y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say who it's from. My heart is breaking for a newer rep crying today because she's been left to float by her upline. Couldn't get all the new releases, but hey, she got her first diamond. As these are clearly not a surprise. Corporate knows which sleeve they go into. It's becoming increasingly clear that new reps are getting the $500 diamond to keep them sucked in. It's her pension and savings that have been stripped from her with the promise of big returns. Make that make sense.
Oh, fuck.
Make it make sense.
That's devastating.
And the fact that they keep people by dangling a poor excuse for a diamond in front of them is gross. Like, it doesn't make
it's not fair either. If you're watching it, and again, Bomb Party, you could clarify if we're getting this information wrong, but watching the amount of Bomb Party streams that I've watched, and I know that Jen and Wendy and Reddit Royalty watch, and seeing that the newer reps are getting the cheaper diamonds and the more experienced reps who order more inventory are getting the more expensive diamonds. If that's the case, why do you not have a fair system? Because it sure does seem like you're in it for yourself and you're not in it for the reps. Most companies know that their company is going to be successful because of the people who are working for them, either independent contractors or employees or whomever. And it seems like in MLM, it's all MLM and they're focused on themselves. I don't know. Tell me different.
But then it goes up to the owners when they make these changes, like we see these companies going to the affiliate model because they want more money. It's all about money and who's going to get the most money the fastest. And if the companies are losing money, they're going to scrap the MLM side and they're going to go to affiliate only, and they're going to keep the money that they were paying out to everybody. The MLM is not going to let themselves lose. They're going to make the reps lose every single time before they'll take a loss. Like,
I mean, you heard Mary Young when she was like, we're operating at a loss. And then like a couple breaths later, she was like talking to like her accountant or whoever and was like, yeah, I am going to change the comp plan again. Like,
yeah.
Easy with you here, but if you want to screenshot it or take a picture of it or anything that you can, this is our compensation plan. It's on the internet. You can Google Bomb Party compensation plan if you want to. But just to give you a little idea and a very high level overview of it, this is that has to do with when you want to start, if you wanted to build a team or think that. It shows you ranks and how you rank up. You'll see PV and DV on there. Volume again is what you spend on inventory. Downline volume is what you spend on inventory plus your team, what they spend on inventory below you. If you decide you want to build a team, I'll make it very clear. You never take money from your downline. That is not a thing. It never happens. That's kind of a misconception. I think people often will say, well,
you can talk people into ordering money and that into ordering product, and that reduces their money. So you're saying you're not taking money from someone below you. All of the payouts for all of the generations, all of the levels, multi-level, let's just take a of just a moment of silence for these multiple levels on this compensation plan where Bethie at the beginning was like, "Oh no, this is not an MLM. It's direct sales." No. Literally multiple levels, literally multi-level marketing.
But their logic is your downline doesn't directly give you money, therefore it's not coming from them. Like, they don't understand that the money's still coming from your downline's pocket. You're just funneling it through a pyramid scheme, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
We take from your downlines. No, we don't. We don't get money from our downlines. That's not how it works. Basically, the way that it works and the way that it is set up with direct sales is if I'm right and I am guiding below me.
If you lost your
right,
downline, you'd lose your money.
Right.
Yeah.
So saying that you're not taking money out of their pocket is just a way that BP has been creative by saying, oh, that's not from them, like that's not from their sales. They have this allotted for their sales. Like
it's nuanced.
It is.
Yeah. And again, I think it may be partly her misunderstanding of the comp plan, her misunderstanding or her inability to acknowledge multi-level marketing. Again, the comp plan is complex because it protects the multi-level marketing companies, in my opinion. And yes, are all people going to take time to understand the comp plan? Hell no. So,
and like, if they don't take money from the downline, then why is she so adamant on recruiting? Like, we're on a Zoom call, for crying out loud. If it wasn't about recruiting, then I feel like she has the personality to just sell stuff. But it's, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm helping them to be successful. That's my job, to teach, to train, to help, all those things. And they are successful. I get a commission for helping, right? It's your payment for being that manager or that boss. So it's not a boss.
You're not a manager and you're not a boss.
I don't take that money from
For
my
the love of God, my head is going to explode if these people say that they're a manager or a boss. You're neither. You are not a boss. You don't supervise people. You don't sign off on their pay cards. You don't do anything that a boss does. You offer advice and suggestions and recommendations because you're getting paid. Even if you don't do that, you still get paid off of them. So you are not a boss and you are not a manager.
She just said that the company sets the prices. Like, you're not the boss if you're not setting the prices. You're not like picking out, like, yeah, they have a little more say in their inventory, but at the end of the day, you don't know what you're getting, So where's the boss? Like, is the boss in the room with us?
My boss doesn't make commission on anything that I do. I'm not in a sales position, but like my boss, I don't have to recruit people so my boss can get paid.
Right.
Like it's like getting the job done. It's not how many people you have, it's getting the job done. And MLM just add people.
Well, MLM, the job is to add people. That's the job.
Yeah. And to buy stuff.
Well, not at the top.
True.
That's true.
It comes from corporate in the form of the bonus the following month.
No, it's worked into the price of the products. It's worked into the price of the products. Okay.
But,
I'm sorry.
But where does corporate get that money? Oh, you're downline. My God, my mind's breaking.
That's like if I give $1 to DeeCee and DeeCee gave that dollar to Jen, it doesn't matter if, there's a third person. It still ends up coming from your downline.
Yeah. And it's really important to understand the comp plan, one, to be able to debunk the stuff they're saying, because she's saying it this way so that it sounds better to the people who are looking to join Bomb Party. And if you're not presenting the information in a clear way that's ethical and it's not participating in information control, okay, cool then. But you're not doing it. You're not doing that here, and you're doing that for your own personal benefit.
This reminds me of teenage Jessica. who were trying to find loopholes based on technicalities.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad that you and Emmett were not friends in a younger day because I love Emmett, but the two of y'all could and would be so much trouble together.
We could justify anything we wanted to do.
Yeah, between the two of y'all, yes.
Oh my goodness.
You get a percentage is because you're working for it, right? It's not for free. I'm not just sitting here, and maybe people do, but that's unfortunate. But I'm a very interactive leader because I want my team to be successful, right? Because if they're successful, then they can help someone else be successful, and then we're all helping each other be successful. I just want
Okay, kudos for you. You're saying that you're helpful, and it seems like she does have documents available for her team. Fine. That's not in the job description when you sign a contract with Bomb Party. That's not required. That's cool that you're trying to help, but you're also essentially just dumping water out of your rowboat that has a hole in it, knowing that water's always going to come in and you're always going to have to keep dumping water out because it's a broken compensation model where you're winning when your downline's ordering from the company. I don't, not based off of sales. So
clarify that that's a very common misconception within direct sales and things like that. People will say, what do you take from? I don't ever take anything from my downlines. If they do well, corporate is paying me and rewarding me for
no,
that.
no, they're not. No, corporate's not paying you. Your downline's paying you because guess what? When they buy a bangle for $30 and they get to sell it for $39.95, fine. The $30 they pay to corporate sets it in an escrow account and then it divvies it up based off of the compensation model, and the uplines get paid. And then corporate gets their money for like the cost of the bangle, and then they get to pay their execs and all this other shit. But literally the money comes from the rep ordering the product from Bomb Party. I'm getting upset. I'm sorry, because like someone is going to believe her that the money's coming from Bomb Party out of the goodness of their heart, that the money's coming from corporate when the money literally is coming from the rep buying the product from corporate.
Yeah.
Julie had a great comment. She flat out said, you are not paid from downline sales, which is because you're paid for their purchases.
Boom.
Yeah, we're done here.
Honestly, just over this shit. Good God. It makes me feel passionate about, it makes me remember what it was like when I found out, or when I discovered after being in Mary Kay for as long as I was in, that the sales pitch that got me, there was so much of this twistiness in it. It made me angry that someone would do that to personally profit off of my yes, without being honest with me about what the opportunity really looked like. And I feel those feelings about this situation, even though she seems like a nice person. I mean, the person who signed me up was a pastor's wife in Mary Kay. Like, I don't know if that means they're a nice person, but like, she had some type of ethics that she was claiming to have, and it's like, okay, it's using information control to personally profit off someone's gross. It's slimy.
Leader, helping them be successful, helping grow the company, all those things. High key here, you saw in that fast start Topaz senior consultant, you can hit that by yourself. Your volume is part of your downline volume. When it says here, that your 2,500 downline volume you have to have, whatever to hit that rank, that would mean you would rank up to that. You can do that by yourself. Once you get to Peridot, you do have to have one below you. That's kind of how you rank up. If you're just interested in selling, maybe hitting Topaz Senior, getting a $100 credit, you can. That's fine. And you can make that, profit margin. You can even make those sales commissions. But if you're interested in growing from there, that's when you'll want to think about building a team. And that doesn't mean you have to build a team tomorrow. You can wait time and get comfortable and then decide I'm ready to build a team. And with building a team, it's a lot of fun. And it's an adventure. And then that's why you see level 1, level 2, level 3. That means people below you. Level 1.
People below you. Level 1, level 2, level 3. People below you. Say it with me. Multi-level marketing. Okay.
is anybody that signs up directly beneath you. They're a direct downline. A level 2 will be signed up with your level 1. A level 3 will have signed up with a level 2, with a family, a train, a tree. Okay. And then of course as you rank up, you get a higher percentage because you have a bigger team and you're working harder and you're mentoring more people. You get a higher percentage of that volume below you. And then you get a percentage of your second levels, and then eventually even your third levels. And then even your fourth, once you get up here in these ranks, right? And again, that's because by the time you're in those situations, you are mentoring and leading a lot of people, right? Underneath you.
Where is the Jim Halpert drawing from The Office? I feel like that's what we're doing here. Where's the big old post-it thing you stick on the wall when you have meetings? We used to use those at work, and the big marker, and it's like just right. Where's the drawing for us? It's not a pyramid. Visual people.
Yeah. I don't know where the one that there's one where he's like, or how is this not a pyramid scheme?
Yes.
And I don't know where the wait, here we go.
No, how is this not a pyramid scheme?
This is borderline It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, when I forgot the character's name, but the guy has like the red wire and he's just like going everywhere and he's like manic.
Yep. I love it.
Right now.
Yeah. Again, it looks a lot, but I'm not trying to overwhelm y'all and tell you all the details of everything. Obviously, I would explain a lot more. And if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. But I didn't want to throw it at you and you think, what is that? Because when I first saw it, I don't think I saw it until I signed up. And then I don't know what any of this means. But basically the top line is what you have to hit. And then, the bottom is what your team has to hit. That's including you. There does get called the maximum volume rule, which you see eventually. That just means that amount can't come from just one. What it means is that your entire downline amount for ranking up can't come from one, is why they do that. Basically, it just means.
Sorry. She sounds like she's being cut because we cut like 388 likes from the stream, and we cut a lot of words. We cut likes and so's. So I know it impedes understanding. I'm sorry. We were just trying to get through the Zoom call because like there was a lot left. So we may not even finish. I mean, we won't do this into a third one. I just we may skip over some of this stuff. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Live chat, drop a 1 if you want us to scrub, meaning move forward, or drop a 2 if you want us to keep playing.
I definitely want to go over the part where she tells people to follow the thing.
Yes, that's towards the end of the call. So maybe we just scrub towards that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But let us know, live chat, if you're okay with that. 2, you want us
the compensation plan can get so you can talk about that for hours.
Sure.
And so
okay. We'll keep playing it. Okay.
You have to have a 4,000 downline volume, but only 2,000 of it can come from one. That just means that you have to have team. Everybody's working.
You can only buy $2,000 worth of your volume yourself. The other 1,900, the $2,999.99 has to come from the rest of your downline.
It's not one can be responsible for everything.
So if you have your spouse as your level 1, the rest can come from your spouse. Or
dog.
Or your dog.
Because it's not really fair. That's why they put that in there. And again, I don't want to go crazy unless you want me to, but because it's a lot. And it's to learn myself. I still look at it. What do I need? Or what is this? Well, you get to know it. And I always look at things in phases. And when you're getting started, phase 1 is pretty much where you're at, for a while. And then it does pop into phase 2, Tanzanite, for that fast start, but you're 3 months in at that point. You know what I'm saying? You could be looking at it and getting more familiar and understanding what it means and those numbers. And until you're really ready to build a team, a lot of this bottom stuff doesn't matter.
The compensation model always matters from the very beginning, because if you get sucked in, meaning you start participating and you don't understand, all of a sudden month 3, month 4, you're just doing what your upline tells you to do, and you don't understand when you could be compromised financially because of somebody's advice, because they're profiting off of your purchases, not off of your sales.
Mm-hmm.
God.
None of that applies until you have under you anyway. If you're just selling, it's going to be the top stuff here, plus those sales, the sales bonuses here if you hit those numbers. Is that any questions on that stuff? No? All right.
Nobody had
Well,
questions.
Good for you. I had a lot, but I had already signed up. I said I was already in it, and I was, what does this mean? But you get the hang of it. And then these are things that are unique to my team. Just that I always encourage people to. I think it's really important to talk to interested in signing up, even if that doesn't end up being me or whoever it is, because you do want to vibe with and to jive with. Because if you sign up with you're not happy with, too bad. That's basically how they look at it. The only way to change is to resign, wait 6 months, and re-sign up with new. Watch your
because it affects commission and all that stuff. So you have to they have to like reset it. You can't just say like, oh, I want to change my upline. It's not just
6 months ain't nothing in pure math. It was 2 years.
What?
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah. Young Living was 6 months. So
no,
that's
2
both are 6 months.
years.
wow.
Yeah, Cincy was 6 months.
Part of me is happy that she said this because I think what she was trying to say is if we don't have good energy, if we don't vibe, don't join my team, join somebody else's team because you could be stuck with me and you can't just switch willy-nilly. I feel part of me is like, that's cool that she said that at least. Unfortunately, the good scale compared to all the bad stuff we've heard, the wrong information we've heard, so far outweighs like, okay, kudos for you if someone doesn't match your energy. Like, okay, I don't know. It doesn't really do anything, but at least like she said it, I guess. I don't know. Oh boy, Team Telegram chat, access to team for real-time updates, information, and questions. That's fun. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever been a part of a WhatsApp or a Telegram or a Signal chat and you've been contacted at all hours of the day for your multi-level marketing company.
Oh. You lost me at the MLM. But
You lost me at the MLM, man. I'm like fucking Signal.
I know. Jessica and I know about Signal, that's for sure.
To them. If you know people on their team, you can talk to them. I don't know. But just, to get an idea. This is, I put this here. You can at least see, those are the things that I offer for my team. I can't speak for anybody else. I have, we call this an action plan for my newbies that I started implementing recently. And I can actually show you guys that really quick. It's basically a document that has everything you need in it. If I can find it. Where's
Baron von Munchausen said, it's so bad, but I can't stop watching it. My husband just comes by, hears the stream, rolls his eyes, shakes his head, wondering, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm a happy, snarky squirrel. I'm glad you're here. This is definitely this is twisty MLM fun stuff. So
I don't know if anybody has a Mac, but my trackpad changed and suddenly I can't find like my three finger thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'm being ridiculous right now. It went away. And
maybe you had a software update and it reset stuff. But
technical difficulties happen to all of us. So
that is true.
Join the club. You're among friends. Maybe.
Like, who uses their touchpad?
I don't even have one. I have an iMac. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
There is hope for all of you Mac users. If for some reason your trackpad just went to shit, just go to your settings and change things up because it'll probably something in there. So just to give you a little bit of hope.
Now I don't know how to pull out and go back in. I'll share this with you just briefly. This is if you do sign up, I would obviously give you access to, but it basically is an onboarding document.
Yeah, this is fun. You can just type in this link right here and we can download this document. So whoops.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
And everything, the links are all embedded in it for you to help get signed up. Everything you need to start doing, literally a step-by-step kind of guide. For me, I didn't have that, and it would have been nice if I did. That's just what I wanted to do.
TikTok, these are create an account and aim for 1,000 followers. Follow these grow accounts to help build your following.
Do not do this.
Do not. No.
Do not do this. Listen, here's the thing. You're going to follow these grow accounts and none of these people are going to follow you and buy your stuff. And also you can get banned from TikTok for doing stuff like this. You can get banned for being as part of pods too, which is a little more complex, but you can literally kill your account doing stuff like that. I had a friend who had over 1 million subscribers or followers, whatever, on Instagram, and did that through pods for a majority of it and lost, basically killed her account. She has limited to no reach anymore, and she's lost about 500,000 followers on Instagram. And she knows, like, she gets what she did wrong, but like it's 4 years from like her pivoting now, and she still can't recover from that. It's don't get involved. Like, it's not worth the risk. It honestly is not.
Well, honestly, it's illogical because, like, followers don't mean shit. You want the engagement. So, like, yeah, 1,000 essential ghost accounts may follow you, but they're not gonna engage with your content. So, your engagement rate's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Agree.
That's why you see a lot of people with like 5, 6 people watching.
Yeah.
And they'll sit
This
there
is
for
how-
hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, it's just, and again, the interesting thing about TikTok is we get to see a glimpse into the MLM, how the MLM works without getting invited to a freaking home party or being a part of a Facebook like enclosed group where you're trapped. You get to see what the hell's going on, how they do it, and the twisty things that are said, and also the products that, in my opinion, are not worth the money that people pay for them. And they're certainly not worth the MSRP.
No.
I'm gonna go take my meds real quick. Reminder, if y'all needed to go take your meds, go do that. Grab a snack, what have you. I'll be right back.
Cool.
My brain works. If it doesn't work for you, you don't have to use it, but it is a way to really just go step by step to your launch, essentially. Every single thing that I could think of that I needed to do, you know, and then I made different guides on things and how-tos, and there's videos and how-tos and things that is that I will send you when you sign up. Again, it's just a way to get started because I felt very, where do I begin? There's so many pieces as far as, especially with media, if you're wanting to sell live, because everything, they're like, wait, I need a link tree. I didn't know I need a link tree. And then it's just these little things. That's one thing that I put together for my team. And then, hold on, I got to find this. Why is this? I don't know what's wrong with my Zoom right now. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the right screen. But honestly, it's disappeared. I'm going to hit escape. Hold on. Guys, forgive me.
Rip.
I honestly don't know where my, oh, there it is. Okay, I think I got it. Hold on. It was in full screen mode and it wasn't, I found it. Here we go. Restart this. What the heck happened? I have a team chat. There's called a Telegram chat, and there's 3 streams on there. One where we all just chat. Literally, you can ask questions and think that it's great. I have a team of really people who are super helpful and supportive. I have girls that have been on my team over a year in that chat, and they have their own big teams and things like that. And then I have girls that are brand new in that chat. It's a good place to go to if you have a question. I send updates and things in it. Within the Telegram, there is the general chat where I send updates and you can ask questions. There is the bulletin, which is only the update that there's not lost in the chat. If it
This is too much information for a first like meet. This is like a date. I don't need to know your family history. Like, dear God.
It's giving that the firearms expert from the Rust Armorer trial where he's like where they're like, give your background. He's like, my dad was in World War II, and we're like, no, not before your existence, like your background and knowledge here.
Yeah. Like, do we both like dessert? Do we like floofs? Like, those are the questions. And again, it's a part of the communication model. If you've ever heard Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about communication and speech giving and like knowing your audience and how you layer information, you start with the most general thing, and then you work as people show interest, you can be more detailed. And again, it could be she's newish, she's a year in. Again, this is also something that you could reorder in terms of, no, for next time, this is too much information. Sure, it's great for anti-MLM. It's something she can change. It's an easy thing to be able to edit this speech and do something different. So that's why it's still in the okay critique circle in my brain.
you know, make sure that you guys do ABCD today. This is launching, whatever information, it'll sit there and it's a lot easier to get back to refer to. And then we have a live stream one where everybody shares their lives and they can go in and support each other's lives.
Pod. That's essentially a pod. Here's my live. Go support me in that live. Guess what that says to TikTok? Your live is going to be shown to other people who are associated with Bomb Party, which is the worst thing you can possibly do because like TikTok's algorithm is more sophisticated than Instagram's or I don't know, even Facebook. But the problem is it's trying to collect information and it's trying to keep people on the app for as long as possible. Same thing for YouTube, same thing for Facebook, same thing for whatever social platform you're on. And so when you put your little live link in this little pod they've set up with their own team members, it's like, oh, Sally Sue is going live. And then 500 Bomb Party reps go to the live. It's like, oh, Bomb Party reps want to watch this. People with BP or Fizzy or Fizz and Fizz, I'm going to push this out to those people instead of finding people who want to buy the shitty boiled jewelry. So again, she's setting people up for failure, which is frustrating because people give their hard-earned money to this company and then they're accepting really awful advice that they could end up losing more money and they're not going to be as successful as maybe they hope. Plus broken compensation model.
And sometimes the advice is just something that they're parroting that they've been told, not something they've experienced themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
Quick side note, just for a little laugh, my dog was having a tantrum because he thought that I was like done, like I put my footrest done. And so then like I pet him and he was like going after my hand and then he got the zoomies and now I don't know where the fuck he is.
A good happy interjection of floof for our stream.
Oh, he keeps me entertained, I swear.
I love that.
There's 3 little streams within that Telegram that my team uses to kind of help each other out. You know, if I'm live and you ask a question in the Telegram, we'll respond and help you. It's really a great group of people. And people that have built teams have their teamies in there too. Things like that. I have a Facebook that you'll be added to with updates, communications. I have made and put together a bunch of small bite trainings. Again, that's something that's helpful for me. The BP University is a 40-minute video. And it's because you can pause it, of course, and, you know, do it as you need to. But I just want to know how to make a party. Where is that in this hour-long video? I have made video of that, and there's a library of those within the Facebook. I have a drive that it connects to, and you can watch different training videos on Office, some TikTok videos, different how-tos there, lots of different things there. And then I do one-on-ones whenever people need them. You just reach out and say, I meet, and then we set a time, and we can do it via Zoom or phone call, and we'll chat. If you want to chat about getting started, if you want to chat about a new strategy, or if you have questions about really whatever it is you want to talk about regarding the business, we do those. I do one-on-ones all the time. And then incentives. These vary all the time. I do consistent incentives for rank ups. When you hit Peridot, you get a FabFitFun little box. It's really cute. When you hit Tina's Night, you get a spa trip thing.
A $40 FabFitFun box. Boy, sorry. Go ahead.
At least it's not more inventory.
or merch or cheap merch.
God.
That's what we got. We got PR merch and inventory as team incentives.
And that was on your 1099, wasn't it?
I never made that much. No, because it wouldn't have been on your 1099 because it came from
it's team gifts.
Upline.
Oh, team gifts. Okay, that's where I got disconnect.
So your upline got the product credit for your free. So yeah, you can sell your free product, but that doesn't help your rank.
No, and that comes out of the distributor's pocket, which you know they're going to put that on their tax forms. You know, like they're going to claim that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's okay, Laura. We thought something was a little amiss, but we figured it was either an animal or a child. So,
hello to your floof. we love being graced by the presence of our floofs via fun messages. We weren't sure, so There's only about 10 minutes left of this call, so we're
Trying
moving
to
and
shut
grooving.
the fuck up.
I'm trying so hard. I'm like not doing well, but I'm like in my I'm trying, but it's coming out.
How dare we get along so well and bounce off of each other? Like, my bad.
Really, what's the point of reacting to this shit if we don't say everything we gotta say? Like, if you want to go watch this in its entirety, go at it. But that's not why we're here.
Yeah.
We talk. We like to talk.
Yeah, we do.
So
commentary.
When you hit different ranks, it goes up to, a night out at the movies and dinner, a staycation at a hotel, just depending on what the rank is. Those are things that I just offer to my team.
A
as thank you and
staycation?
congratulations, because
Did she say
I wouldn't be where I am without my
staycation?
team. We all work hard together.
Like,
Bethie!
what?
What, you're gonna leave your fizz room for like a week?
You're gonna
You're
go.
already
You're gonna go
home.
stream. You're gonna go stream at somewhere else.
Crystal,
No, it's a staycation. You have to stay at home. You just can't enter your one room that
You're
you
right.
have.
They're gonna go to the non-streaming room. Got it. Oh god.
Crystal would take you to the Coach outlet store.
Oh.
Yes, I work hard and mentor, but yes, you work hard too. It's just a way to say thank you for all you do and
Stream at the
to
King
congratulate you
on
on
the
your growth. The most recent one that I did last 2 months I did was called an hours challenge each month, where this one I wanted to do one that didn't just focus on maybe ranking up or having the best sales or anything like that, but encourage people to just be partying and going live and trying. Everybody just I had a tracker that was for the whole team, and everybody would put their hours into that tracker. And then depending on how many hours they did in the month partying, whether it was live or at an event or event, it was, I forget what it was, maybe 10 to 25 hours. They went in for a $100 gift card to Amazon. 25 to 45, I think, went in for 200, and then 46 or more went into a $300 gift card. And that was just to incentivize getting out there and doing it. Right.
That's a whole job. That is a whole job to keep up with, like, on both sides, on like create this tracker, and then the people that are supposed to be entering their stuff in, like, that is not, no offense to Bethie and her little thing, and that I'm sure it works for people, but that is literally nightmare material for me. It's like one more thing I have to remember to do, and I'm already overwhelmed just talking about it, because it's like, when?
Yeah. It's a behavior control. They have to make sure their team's working, and so if they cannot track, or if they can't get someone on a Zoom, or if they and again, she may have picked this up and felt like it was a good technique, but if you understand bite model, if you understand destructive influence, if you understand all that stuff, it is behavior control, especially and again, paired with the broken compensation model. It is just stuff that is trying to make sure people are working and keeping their uplines paid.
Right? Everyone can get onto it. I try to think of things that are, recognize effort as much as success. But yeah, those are things that I offer with my team. Any questions on that? No? Cool. I think that's pretty much, is that it? That's pretty much what I have on my agenda. Yeah. Your future's great, but we should do today, not tomorrow. More inspo quotes, right? Yeah, that's kind of an overall basis. I try to cover most things. I will say transparently, it takes time. It's not a get rich quick scheme, right? You won't sign up and you might, it does happen. Reps have been very, I don't know. I don't like to say lucky, because everybody works hard, and I don't discount anybody's hard work, but there is luck involved where the FYP bind very quickly. That happens, right? And you might have seen certain reps that see they came out of nowhere. That does happen. Most work hard for a long time, right? To earn the fruits of their labor. I always
I'm pausing.
Compare it, because I fell in love with it.
Oh no, I rewound it. Oh shit.
Okay, my question is,
and look for.
I'm pausing. Okay, go.
Now I
did it too. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. I'm only like thinking of 1,000 things going on. I'll remember.
Right? You won't get rich, Savannah.
If I don't remember now, I'll text you in like 3 hours and be like, DeeCee, this is what I was gonna say.
Okay. Deal.
Include
And
me.
then-
I have anxiety. Okay.
Then
Deal.
I've got it out, and I'm like, I'll be fine, because it's like I don't want it to, like, I can't let it stay in my brain.
Okay.
People enjoy going to the lives. They want the product. You're not pushing on people. I feel sales feels that way. And I haven't really experienced that with this particular company. I love the product myself. I wear the jewelry crazy. I have tons of it. I love it. I collect it. I believe in it. It's well made. It happens. They replace it.
It's
I call bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
well made.
The amount of things that I have seen without a stone is way too high for them to say, "Oh yeah, it's great quality."
Weren't you telling me the other day that there was a ghost sleeve, or who was telling me, Wendy or Jen?
Yes.
Someone had an entire packet of bath bombs with no jewelry inside. It passed quality control. It got shipped out to a rep. $100 of nothing.
And that was that week. I had already seen one rep. I think there was two in there, either 2 or 3 in their sleeve. And so this is not like this. I feel like it comes in waves almost. Like maybe it's just as I hear about it, like I don't hear about it for a while. And then it's like this whole bunch of people talking about ghost cubes, but the full sleeve of ghost cubes was a new one for me. I had not heard about that one before. That was new.
Wolfie got a ghost cube before and he was fuming.
I bet.
Oh.
Oh God.
It's really a good company. That to me really stuck out. You know, I've had people kind of offer different direct sales things to me. And I was
Boysenberry said
to sign up for this.
The same rep got 2 or 3 more in the next live. So it wasn't just one sleeve. It was one sleeve plus 2 or 3 in the next live. So probably from the same shipment, probably from the same inventory shipment.
You know,
I wonder
what
if they have batch codes on there.
That destroys the credibility of the rep. Somebody's watching their TikTok. I'm assuming it's a her because it's there's a bigger group. Anyways, just percentage wise, they target women more than they target men, especially in Mom Party. But Wolfie's obviously, anyways,
anomaly.
Yes. So if someone's watches the ghost sleeve, they're like, oh, okay. Maybe that person has enough inventory to be able to sell something else to them, but it impacts the customer who's watching, and then it happens again. They're like, this rep doesn't have product for me, or this rep. So like, it's awful for the rep. It's not awful for Bomb Party. It's awful for the rep.
But think if you're a customer and you order 2 rings, the whole sleeve is gone and the rep doesn't have any more, then what? Do you then they say, well, do you want to wait until I get rings in because I'm going to be getting rings in this week? Or would you rather me cancel your order? And the canceling the order part is typically what reps make it sound like it's so painful and it's a long process. You don't get your money for 3 to 5 business days or whatever they say. And they make it sound like it's difficult oftentimes because that they're sending money back if they cancel the order.
Especially if it's a special collection and if it's the last one, like, okay, now like you want to wait 6 to 8 weeks to get the restock if there's going to be a restock.
Yeah. Again, just showing that the rep is the one incurring most of the risk because they're the ones that are really the customer, but they're buying all this inventory and then they're the ones having to wait to either get the refunds or give them money for things that are going to ship out in 12 weeks or whatever it is. It's like, people deserve better than that, but here we are with Bomb Party.
They're obligated to. It's just a little harder, right? It just is. You come and purchase and not enjoy it, and then they never have to worry about it again. Or they could come and fall in love, and then they become a collector. You know, and the other big thing too, just to think about is, you know, people want to purchase from people because they them too. Yes, the product, but when you're out there
she was saying, I took out all the likes and I didn't have time to go through and say like, oh, this like is not a filler word and this like is a filler word. She was saying that people want to buy from people they like. And so that's what she was saying. Sorry. Okay.
That's the whole point though. You continue. I'm gonna rage silently over here by myself.
Start rage crocheting like I do.
Reps selling your product. People aren't investing because there's a lot of reps they can choose from. They're investing in you because they like you or they connect with you, or like maybe they've been watching you and you say, well, I have 4 dogs, and they come in, oh, I have 4 dogs too, right? Or whatever it is.
So find something that your customer wants to connect with you over and use that to sell shit to them. Okay, Bethie.
Or
Okay.
have the best gift with purchase, and then
Yep.
they'll just go on to the
Mhm.
next rep with the better gift with purchase next time. So
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
truly
he gets
Hunger
a lot of
Games.
pre-orders because he has like extra pre-order gifts and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
That's the biggest thing to think about is just being yourself and having fun and being honest to who you are is going to help you be more successful than anything else, because everybody in this planet has about them that is going to connect or another. And those people will find you. And I think that's just really important. The company does not have standards outside of, because I'm sure maybe you've seen reps there.
We know. I'm sorry.
Obviously.
somebody needs to cut that and make it a
I
clip,
will.
please.
Yeah, you need that as a soundbite, DC.
Yeah.
Profane music and things like that. There is not you. I believe the intoxication is a problem. Things that, but as far as what it looks and stuff, no, there is no guideline.
Someone in the chat was asking, like, are there any restrictions on how you present yourself or what kind of music you play or whatever? And he was saying Bomb Party doesn't have any standards except don't be drunk while you're live.
And some people are like falling asleep too. Like, what is happening?
Yep.
On that, I do have the policies linked in my link tree under my Google form at the bottom if you wanted to look over them. I will tell you if you sign up on my team.
You do. If you're thinking about joining Bomb Party, you need to look over everything and read it multiple times and highlight that shit.
Don't sign up with a company without reading their fucking policy and procedures.
Mm-hmm.
I am a stickler for policy and rules. I really am. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I will encourage you to read the policies and follow the rules. I follow policy. It's my job because it is my job, and I don't want to risk it or lose the opportunity. I am very big on that. You will see reps break policy every day. I will not do it. It's just not worth it to me. I've seen reps get suspended. I've seen them get let go, and I love what I do much. I just would never want to risk that. But they do not have anything in the policies about that, about where you are or what.
You cannot sell outside the United States or the whatever.
And BP has on their website. I'm sorry, Wendy.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
They are not ever planning to go outside the US. So all these reps who are like, it's coming, it's not here yet. Bullshit. On the website, it says they have no plans to go outside of the US.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say. It'll take me a second.
That was me.
You're good. You're good.
And all of the reps have said, oh, we're waiting to hear when we're going to be outside the US. And then literally Jen was like, highlighted, we have no plans to ever sell or ever provide any of our jewelry outside the United States. I'm like, well, that's going to piss off a lot of the reps and the customers who are waiting.
I remember what I was going to say. So she just said that she doesn't break rules or anything like that, but like 23 seconds beforehand, she said that, follow all these bot accounts. So if she really cares about what she does, she would not be telling people to follow all these accounts.
Yeah.
It might not be against Bomb Party's rules, but it's against TikTok's rules and Facebook's rules.
Yep. Go read TikTok's policies and procedures about what you can and can't do on their platform.
Mm-hmm.
And I know everyone
fucked up my mindset. If I knew the rules,
you need to manifest a better mindset then.
That's not very demure of you.
I think the bridge that we're living under is like blocking, the rays from the mindset shift that we're supposed to be tuning in, because we're gremlins with a conscience, and the gremlins live under the. Okay. I know I don't need to explain my stuff to Jessica because she gets me, but like I didn't follow through with what I was trying to say. And Jessica's like, I can't believe I'm friends with you.
This is an unfortunate pause.
This is what I should have done for the screen grab. Oh, that's okay. If you noticed on the cover image, we added a little homage to Ronnie and all of our Star Trek fans. We had the Live Long and Prosper little Yeah. So
Oh, when you
There's
said
a
that to me, I just
cover?
laughed.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we had one out of the last 30 that I skipped. So yeah.
Hey, I'm the slacker. I'm like, I'm gonna stream but not do any other work, like make the cover.
Hi, Ronnie. Oh my gosh. Reverse chat.
Reverse
Santa,
yes.
Horan.
Look behind you at all. And that's kind of the beauty of it. I don't know if you've ever just scrolled through and seen so many different people that do this, so many different walks of life that sell BP, and they all have
Yeah,
people in
I've
there
seen all the
hanging out,
people
talking
that
to them,
do it
whether
because everybody does it. I mean, it's on my For You page, but yeah, there so many people do it.
Oh,
It's not.
sorry. Savannah's coming in with the info about the trolls. Oh, we live in people's houses. Well, that's perfect because we're on YouTube. See, I got it way wrong. Thank you for the clarification. Savannah said snort. Actually, DeeCee, trolls live under bridges. Gremlins live, I think, in people's houses and then destroy the city when you feed them. Okay.
You just like I always say, you have to pay the toll to get into the boy's hole.
You. Oh my gosh.
it's 2 people or it's 100 people. Another thing I'll say is to not worry about that little number in the corner, because if you had a boutique and 2 people came in, it's not you, oh my gosh, 2 people in here. No, you would talk to them. You would get to know them. You would ask them why they're here and what they could think about. Just you would if there were 10 people in the store, right? And that number's tricky because it's not really accurate. People might be watching you without clicking in. I don't know if you know anything about TikTok, but when you scroll, if you don't click in, you're not in that little number. Top seller in the whole company has never had more than 40 people in her life. She sells on Facebook. She said, I've never had more than 40 people in my life.
Who's the top seller?
Who?
It's not Reveal Lady. For sure, it's not Reveal Lady.
Callie is up there, but even she's not the top.
Reddit royalty. I need you all to come through. Who is the top seller that she is talking about? Message me.
Aridel, I'm sorry you had a bad day.
No.
Yeah. Oh yes, don't get the gremlins wet and don't feed them after midnight. Got it. This makes so much more sense.
So they can't have bomb party. They can't be a rep and bomb party.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what a good little like fun trailer that would be? But like we take the Gremlins movie and then superimpose like the bomb party products. Yeah. We did that with Lord of the Rings.
I love that so much.
With our faces and bomb party products, yeah. Oh, geez.
Seller in the whole company, but she's always selling. Somebody might have 800 people in their room, but they're going, I have an open lineup, which is fine because you will, especially when you get started. You will have an open lineup a lot.
Thinker, Dreamer, Sketcher, Spy. I don't think Robles is in the top. She has way too much inventory. I don't see her moving product at all. I really honestly don't think it's her. She just quit her full-time job as a social worker. And she's not even moving product.
That's not good.
Yikes.
Yeah. And she's the one that I think we've all seen her where she has behind her like all these like disheveled stacks of like inventory that's 30, 40, 50 boxes of sleeves. Like she has a ton of inventory. And in my opinion, she's not busy enough to make that much.
She hasn't been pulling the audience that she used to.
She has not. And she's been complaining about it in her lives.
Yep.
Bummer.
And then the 20 in their room might be constantly selling. It's not about that number. I always try to get that out of, and I'll do it too. We all do. We're human, well, what's going on or whatever. And especially if it changes, but if you're selling and you're building relationships and you're making a community and connections, that's the most important thing. And the number people ask me, what's advice you would give? And I say, for me, the biggest thing for me is my community. My community is I know you are part of that community. I know you are newer. That is what gets me going. I've made my best friends in the world in this community, genuinely. My mods, I talk to outside of my lives every day, all day. I've met the most amazing people. It makes me emotional because I never imagined I would be part of this. I was like, look, a fun job, great. But
she's describing connections that you could develop really good connections by being associated in multi-level marketing. And one of the negative sides of MLM, though, is you could end up getting really close with people because you're associated with the same MLM, but when you decide to leave, sometimes you get shunned. Sometimes that community falls apart because they paint people who are not associated or against your MLM or choosing to go to somewhere else as the enemy. And so it's built in that you have to stay, which again is another sign. Not being able to leave freely is another side of destructive influence. And uh, it's a bummer because someone's going to be listening to her, or maybe even somebody listened to her on the call and she sounds genuine, and it's like, oh, I want to have those connections. I want to be able to feel like I'm a part of a group, and all I have to do is buy this starter kit and I get to be and talk to people every day and have people who are going to want to talk to me. It's shitty and it's sad because when it ends up falling apart, it's devastating.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot more than that. At least for me, everybody's different. You can open yourself up however you want. You know what I mean? As much or as little as you want. But community and connection is really important. I mean, people look for that on the app. They look for that because who knows what's going on in life. Everybody's dealing with things and going through things, and people are alone a lot, and it's a place to feel safe and to feel kindness and to feel laughter and all those things.
You're only receiving kindness because you're purchasing a multi-level marketing product from a rep. And I'm not saying that online interactions aren't fulfilling, because some of the people in Discord helped me get out of my MLM. People in the live chat, talking through stuff, those were real conversations. There's real empathy that people share in live chat when people are going through shit. I've received that. I've seen y'all give that to people. I'm not saying that technology or these online spaces are fake. I'm just, do you have to pay in an MLM to be a part of that? No.
Well, there's a fine line between having a relationship with someone and having a parasocial relationship with someone.
Sure. Yeah, but even still, and I guess I've had so many I'm quirky, I rub people the wrong way, but there's lots of things that happen, and so even still, some of the Discords, in the Discord or even in the live chat, it felt fulfilling to be able to offer something helpful to a host or offer something positive to another chatter or whatever, and that felt maybe that I don't know where it crosses into parasocial or healthy interaction.
Is one way usually, so yeah, that's what parasocial means.
Okay.
One way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's the part that I was like, well, sometimes it's a back and forth, and so that's
but even that back and forth, people misunderstand that interaction as a genuine, not as ingenuous, but me I don't know what I want to say.
Interaction doesn't always equal friendship. And so because somebody interacts with you doesn't mean that they are your friend in real life or online.
Sure. Yeah. That was a great way to say that. That made a lot of sense to my brain. So thank you both.
I'm like,
well, together me and Leshy have one brain sometimes, and so it just works.
Yeah.
Complete each other.
Basically.
More like drive each other crazy, but still love each other at the same time. So
the yin and the yang.
Big part of it too. But yeah. Does anyone have any other questions at all about anything? You can ask anything. I will
No.
tell you the truth. You can type it or ask it. No.
How much
Great.
money
Well,
do
let
you
me,
make?
I do have.
What's
I
your
think we forgot
P&L?
that I had a slide with
I have a whole
my
list of
information on
questions.
it.
You're not going to answer any of them.
What's
so.
the real MSRP?
Yeah. We should end it now because she puts her phone number on screen and I don't want to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to her. I
Yes,
forgot.
yes, we gotta do that.
Oh yeah.
We don't do that here.
No.
So we're at 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I know Jen and Wendy have to work and school and stuff.
Tomorrow is my first day of school.
Dinner.
Hey, y'all, Kazoo's in the chat for Jen for her first day of school tomorrow, and Wendy
We
did her
love
first
it.
day of school today, and love it.
Hopefully my last year. We'll see. I'm hoping this is it.
I'm
Ooh.
excited for both of y'all. So that
So
was a bomb
glad.
party. You're done. You're glad you're done.
I'm so glad it's not me.
Well, I'm finally
Oh.
going for something that I want to do versus something that I thought I had to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while it's still stressful, at least it's not like, well, now I hate it too.
Well,
no.
now I have no excuse to not practice my Spanish because I get yelled at. I get yelled at every time I go to Mexico. They're like, "You speak good Spanish. You just need to practice."
Well, practice, buddy.
Live chat, thanks for joining us. Thanks for keeping it civil and respectful, and bomb party opportunity call. If you have other commentary, leave it in the chat. If you haven't licked the streams, I will link Wendy again and Jen in the description. Not description. My brain's breaking.
Yeah,
The live chat. I'll do it in the description too, but my brain's broken.
Okay, have a good night. Bye.
We love y'all. I appreciate you.
Bye.
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 Okay.